Hello Cancers, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your person on your mind reading, whoever you're thinking about. That is who this reading is intended to be about. And everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. We're going to grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and then we're going to jump right into your tarot. Person on Cancer's mind, what is their current energies towards Cancer? Person on Cancer's mind, what is their current energies towards Cancer? Okay. It says, I don't understand. I regret my behavior. It's interesting because when I set them down next to each other, the phrase that came out in my mind was, I don't understand why I do the things I do, or I don't understand why I did what I did. I don't understand why I am the way I am. And then we have sexual desire. And interesting, the word that popped into my mind when I read that card was temptation. At the bottom of the deck it says, I feel lonely and I cry at night. Cancer, I kind of am getting the feeling I feel like this is going to be a deeper reading than maybe I initially thought. I feel like this is somebody who really doesn't like themselves very much. Maybe that's because of past choices and behavior. Maybe there's just parts of themselves, things that they struggle with that they don't really like. It's very sad, very heavy energy. Somebody who's looking back at the past and trying to understand, why am I like this? Why do I do these things? Why do I feel this way? There's a lot deeper stuff going on with this person. But I think it's very, very positive that this stuff is starting to come up. And this person is starting to look in the mirror and not like what they see. And in that sense, it's okay. Well, what am I going to do about that? What am I going to do from here? With this sexual desire and that kind of temptation energy that came up, for some of you, this person definitely... that could have been a factor. Like for some of you, maybe there was like third-party situations involved in this, or somebody was giving into, physical temptations. And I do feel like that could be the case for some of you. For others of you, I do feel like this is resonating, where I feel like this person does feel a very strong chemistry and attraction and desire for you, or they feel like you guys have something special between the two of you. But yeah, it's like, if I feel this way about Cancer, why do I keep doing things to sabotage it? Let's go ahead and get into your tarot. We're going to be looking at their current feelings towards you. Person on Cancer's mind, what is their current feelings towards Cancer? Person on Cancer's mind, what is their current feelings towards Cancer? We have the Empress in the reverse. I feel like this is a major confirmation for what we just talked about. The Empress in the reverse is self-worth issues, self-esteem issues. It's that exact feeling of, looking in the mirror, not liking the person that we see. And I'm not even saying that necessarily on a physical level, although this person could struggle with self-esteem issues on that sense as well. But a lot deeper than that. Not liking the person that they have become. First card out, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is definitely someone who is, very much in their feelings when it comes to you right now. And I don't even think when it just comes to you, I feel like someone's just really very much in their feelings. Yes, I do think that this connection with you does play a major role in that, especially when they're thinking back over the past and kind of seeing where you guys are now. I also feel here, though, that it's all these deeper things that we've talked about that are coming up for this person. If this person allows it, if they're brave enough, I feel like this situation with you could be a real catalyst for some major transformation in this person's life. I'm a person that does believe that everybody can change, but I'm a realist enough to know that not everybody will. And I think that's because change isn't easy. If it was, everybody would do it, right? But I feel like this situation with you is a catalyst, for some major change if this person is brave enough. I see the Four of Pentacles in the reverse coming up next. So the Four of Pentacles in the reverse to me really does indicate here that somebody could be feeling like you have already started to release. I don't really feel like it's them doing it. Although maybe they are trying to, I feel like they're still really struggling. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse, though, especially with the Queen of Cups next to it, somebody could be in their feelings because they feel like you are letting go, right? That you are kind of releasing the situation, especially if you held on to it for quite some time, Cancer, or if you were somebody that despite whatever was happening or despite what this person was doing, that they always felt like they still could come back to you. That could have shifted here. There could be something about that is different because this person is now feeling like, maybe you are actually letting go. And I do feel like that does get them in their feelings as well. The Queen of Cups to me too specifically can be an energy of, somebody really missing you. So it could indicate that maybe you're in a period of no contact, or separation with this person. Coming up next, I see the Ace of Wands. So that goes with that sexual desires card that we saw. The Ace of Wands is feeling a very strong magnetic pull towards you, a strong chemistry, a strong attraction, a strong desire. Also indicating that somebody could really want to spark something back up here with you. Sorry about all the background noise. It is summertime, so my kids are home from school and they do their best to try to be quiet, but it's only gonna be so quiet here. So, despite whatever's happened here, somebody still feels very connected, very attracted to you, still wants this. Coming up next, I see the Three of Wands. It's interesting to me too because the Three of Wands can be a card of hope, of positive expectations, looking towards the future and still hoping and believing that it can work out in the way that you want it to, in a positive way. It definitely can be a card that speaks about manifestation as well. Now, with it coming out next to the Ace of Wands, to me that can make the Four of Wands. I feel like somebody has a specific goal in mind when it comes to you. They could feel like you guys have been through a lot together, that you guys have been on a long journey, and that they do want to get to, like, whether it's a reunion, whether that is a higher level of commitment. I do feel like this person does want that, and I think they're trying to remain hopeful that maybe at some point in the future that's something that, can happen. The Three of Wands to me can also be a card that does talk about our expectations. And I do think that maybe in the past this person had certain expectations, right? Where they felt like they were able to just come back in, right? That they would be received. Maybe that you would be willing to hear them out. I feel like there's something here where someone's being hopeful because of that, but I also feel like there's a fear energy coming up because of that Four of Pentacles in the reverse, where there's something about your energy that seems different or has changed or is more detached than they've seen it before. Coming up underneath the Queen of Cups, I see the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so definitely somebody feeling lonely, missing you, just really noticing the lack of you in their life. So this is like, you know, I see a video and I want to send it to Cancer and I can't, or I hear a song and it reminds me of Cancer. There's this heavy, lonely, missing you, and just really being very aware of, you know, the lack of your presence. Coming up underneath the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, we see the Four of Cups in the reverse. That's very interesting that you have two fours here in the reverse coming up right on top of each other. You know, so the fours can represent stability, foundations. When it comes up in the reverse energy, I do feel here that, you know, this connection has gotten to a very, very unstable space. And I feel like it's not just because you guys are in separation. I feel like it got to an unstable space before you got to this point, right? For some of you too, you could feel, and this part is not going to be for all of you, but it is coming up, so I am going to say it. So if it's not for you, just leave it. For some of you, you could feel like the foundation of your connection like has crumbled or was like built on a lie. That's coming through very specific. So for some of you, it's like maybe you found something out that caused you to like see the whole connection and see this whole person in a very different way here. And this person could be aware of that for some of you. Now, the Four of Cups in the reverse here, I feel like somebody wants to come out of this energy with you, especially with it being next to the Five of Pentacles. It's like they're not happy with the current dynamic and they really want to come out of that. They want to be able to get you to open up to them again. And that's one of the things that's like, I'm not sure if that's possible. This is what I want, but I don't know if I can have it. Coming up underneath the Ace of Wands, I see the King of Pentacles. To me, this feels very much like, if I had to put it into phrases, right, it would be, if I could just get another chance, I would do it all different. If I could just get another chance, I would show up. I would be committed. I would be dedicated. I would show Cancer how serious I was this time. You know, that's what that feels like to me. The King of Pentacles is committed, dedicated, hardworking, very serious about something. It definitely talks about stability. So I find that very interesting that that comes up after the fours in the reverse, because then you have the King of Pentacles, which is like, I want things to be more solid and stable. And if I can get another chance, I'm going to show you. You know, that's what that feels like. Coming up underneath the Three of Wands, I see the Two of Wands in the reverse. I still feel here, Cancers, and it doesn't mean that this isn't something that can change, right? Because we see this person kind of having a bit of an awakening within themselves, looking in the mirror, seeing, I don't like who I am, I don't like what I've done. So I definitely feel like, you know, there's sparks of change here. That being said, I still feel like it's one of those things that are easier said than done, especially with the Two of Wands in the reverse. The Two of Wands asks us to do something different than we've done in the past. You know, it talks about stepping outside of comfort zones, making changes, going the new path, going the new direction. And with it coming up in the reverse, I don't feel like somebody's quite there yet. So it's like, I want this, especially with the Three of Wands. Like, I'm looking to the future and I want this. I don't know how to get there though. So I want to be different. I want to make a change. I don't know how to do that. And that's kind of where I see this person at right now. So the signs that I'm seeing for you, I see Taurus and Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces, well, I don't see Pisces, but I feel Pisces energy. You got more Cancer energy here, Aries, Leo, Sag. Those are the signs I'm seeing, but it could be any. It is a general reading. Even if I did not mention a specific sign, the reading definitely still can resonate for you. But that's what I have for you. I hope it helps, and everything you need to know is in the description box below for you. If you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.